Good evening. My name is Lisa Cook, and I am running for House of Representatives in District 34. I'll talk a little bit about myself just so that you folks can get to know me a little bit better. However, I really don't believe that this election is about me. I believe that this election is about you. And this election is about the state of South Dakota and our prosperity and our success in South Dakota. I'm an attorney in Rapid City. I run an office that provides civil legal services to victims of domestic violence, stalking, and sexual assault. I'm the managing attorney there. Prior to my law career, however, I was a licensed professional counselor in Wyoming. I'm originally from South Dakota. I was born in Huron, South Dakota, and I'm an enrolled member of the Crow Creek Sioux Tribe on my mom's side. My dad also was born in Timber Lake, and he was an enrolled member of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. I've been lucky enough to move back to South Dakota over the course of years. I keep coming back, although I have lived in other places such as South America, New Mexico, Washington State, Lincoln, Nebraska, Moline, Illinois. And I'm always lucky to be able to return to South Dakota, and particularly to the Black Hills area. I'm concerned about South Dakota's success, and particularly about South Dakota's economic success. I know that a lot of our young people are leaving the state, and I'm concerned about that because I am the mother of a 22-year-old Marine who is currently serving in Fallujah, Iraq. He's in the 1st Marine Division, 1st Intelligence Battalion, Headquarters Company. So I'm hoping that means that he doesn't have too much night watch kind of duty, although I think that most Marines, all of them are riflemen, and they all do have that kind of duty to do. Given that he's in an intelligence battalion, however, I don't often hear from him exactly what he is doing, and so I'm left to my own devices to kind of imagine the best or the worst. But over the long haul, I'm hoping that he will find some incentive to return to South Dakota, to pursue his life here and to build a life here with a young family. I intend to stay here for the rest of my days. And I'm concerned about jobs in South Dakota. I'm concerned about our economic development. I believe that the one avenue that we can pursue in terms of our economic development is to focus on developing our sustainable and renewable energies in South Dakota. We live in one of the windiest corridors on the planet, and we need to take advantage of wind power in South Dakota, which will give us high technology, high skill jobs. That's in keeping with the Board of Regents' focus on tech schools and high technology jobs. And so I think that moves us all in the same direction in terms of high technology jobs, high skill, high pay jobs, where we can keep our young people here. We can also encourage them to come back home, to stay here, and to live with us and to build our families. So I would definitely like to ask for your vote in District 34 for the House of Representatives. Thank you.
And that was asked earlier, but another person voted evidently. What is the one new source of income that you would promote in the state legislature to help fund our shortfall in our state budget?
Well, there are a couple of different things. The first thing I think that can be done is to look at the efficiency of government. I actually happen to support Initiated Measure 10. We have 672 in the year 2008 privately funded lobbyists in Pierre for 672 organizations. We had, I believe, 303 public lobbyists who are going and talking to our legislators in Pierre. I think that on the one hand, promotes issues that those lobbyists are carrying forward, but on the other hand, I think it's an incredible inefficiency, particularly with regard to public lobbyists. I think that one of the main things that we can do with the government, and that is to improve our efficiency and to look at where we can garner extra efficiency in the process. The other thing I think that we can do is to look at how to get a tourist tax going so that we can actually tax people who are visiting our state and bring in extra revenues that way.
But you understand the term separation of church and state to mean in regards to laws at a state level.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Separation of church and state, I believe, is a fundamental founding principle of our government. Although we do pray at the beginning of legislative sessions, and we do have In God We Trust on our coin, and we do say the Pledge of Allegiance in our schools, those efforts toward acknowledging being higher than ourselves do not interfere with governance itself. I believe the separation of church and state is an important foundation to prevent religious oppression for minority religions or people who choose not to believe in a higher being. And I believe that eroding separation of church and state is actually a step in the wrong direction. Alrighty, well, I would appreciate your vote in District 34. I believe I'm qualified. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Wyoming, and I did practice for 10 years before I burned out. So I know what sorts of issues people are facing in their own personal lives and the kind of stress that creates for individuals. Also, I'm an attorney, and I've been practicing for 9 years now, and I know the law. I know how to apply the law. I write very well, actually, and so I can actually write the laws. And I actually work well with other people. I take instruction well, and I also have a lot of creative ideas. Please vote for me so I can help work toward increasing revenues and keeping our kids here in South Dakota.
Thank you, Lisa. Jeff?